Everyone is asking the same question: is Pixar making Cars 4? And if they are, what will happen to Lightning McQueen? While most fans expect another fun racing movie, the leaked concepts and Pixar's storytelling patterns suggest something completely different. Cars 4 might be the darkest and most tragic movie in the entire franchise. Today, we are breaking down the shocking reality of Cars 4 and why Lightning McQueen's story might have a heartbreaking end. Don't skip a single second. Let's look at the first massive problem in Cars 4, the retirement crisis. In Cars 3, we saw Lightning McQueen passing the torch to Cruz Ramirez. He became a crew chief, but his racing days on the big tracks were officially over. In Cars 4, time moves forward ruthlessly. McQueen is no longer the fast, young rookie we met in 2006. He is getting old. His engine is wearing out, and his mechanical parts are becoming completely obsolete in a high-tech world that moves way too fast. The main plot of Cars 4 is rumored to focus on a world that completely forgets about old-school racing. High-tech, electric, self-driving AI supercars have taken over the Piston Cup. These new vehicles do not even need drivers or crew chiefs. They are controlled by central computers. McQueen is forced to watch his beloved sport turn into a digital simulation run by giant corporations. For a car who lives for the real sound of a V8 engine, this is a living nightmare. Now, let's look at a hidden character secret, the Jackson Storm mystery. In Cars 3, Jackson Storm was the ultimate villain. But a dark theory for Cars 4 reveals that Storm was just a puppet. He was completely controlled by his sponsors and engineering team. In the new movie, we might see Jackson Storm being thrown away like garbage because a newer, faster AI model replaces him. This shows how brutal the new racing world is. Once you get a bit slow, you are completely deleted. But it gets worse. What happens to Radiator Springs when McQueen stops racing completely? As we know from the history of the franchise, Doc Hudson passed away, and McQueen became the actual heart and soul of the town. If McQueen is no longer the face of Rust-eze and the racing world, the tourists might stop coming again. The highway took their life once, and now, modern technology is about to do it again. The town faces a dark future that nobody is truly prepared for. A dark theory for Cars 4 suggests that a massive tech company tries to buy Radiator Springs to demolish it and build a massive AI charging hub. McQueen and his old friends, like Mater, Sally, and Luigi, have to fight together to save their historic home. But this time, they aren't fighting on a racetrack with tires and fuel. They are fighting against time, massive corporations, and the modern world. It is a brutal battle they cannot win with pure speed or drift skills. Let's talk about the scariest part of this universe, the car graveyard. What happens to cars when they get old and broken? In the world of cars, there are no hospitals, only repair shops. If a car cannot be fixed, it gets sent to the scrapyard to be melted down into raw metal. In Cars 4, McQueen will visit one of these terrifying places to look for old parts. This scene will show the viewers the true horror of being a machine that loses its main value to society. Now, let's talk about the tragic ending of Cars 4. Pixar movies love to make us cry, and this final chapter will be no exception. How does Lightning McQueen's story truly end? The most realistic and heartbreaking theory states that Cars 4 will end with Lightning McQueen's final drive. He won't die in a massive crash like Doc Hudson did, but he will willingly turn off his engine for the very last time in front of his friends. It is the end of a legendary racing era. He will be placed in the Radiator Springs Museum, right next to his great mentor, Doc Hudson. The movie will end with Cruz Ramirez winning the World Championship using McQueen's old racing number, 95, as a beautiful tribute to her teacher. McQueen's time will officially end, leaving millions of fans in tears all around the world. Is this the ending we deserve, or is Pixar going too far? Comment your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button for more car secrets, and see you.